Hey YouTube, it's Mike here, and today I'm bringing you guys my weekend league recap, and at the same time I was going to talk a little bit about what happened with the event where this guy, this professional FIFA player Kurt, ended up walking away from a match. He had enough. There was these consecutive kickoff goals that kept happening, and he felt there was no point of them continuing playing, so he just walked out. He just basically just stopped playing and walked off the tournament. And there's this big YouTuber by the name Spencer that ended up calling them out on it. Started a little confrontation between them, well, at least in the social media, like Twitch, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So before we do get into that subject, I just want to show you guys what happened with my weekend league. I know a lot of people were complaining about delay and stuff like that, so yeah, the lag is there. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. So before we get into like the complaints and all that I usually do, let's just show you my finish here. I have 25 wins. So I finished gold 1. I had pretty much one of my best starts in my first 2 sets, like the first 20 games. The first 2 sets, I ended up going 15 wins out of 20 games. So I felt comfortable that this could have been the one that week that I was going to finish Elite 3. And I'm fortunate when I ended up going to my 3rd set, like game 21 to 30, I failed hard. And the outcome was that I ended up finishing with 25 wins, 2 games remaining. There was no point in me playing the other 2 games, since 25 or 27 wins will not make a difference, and also it will not make a difference for the month because I did not play a lot throughout the month, so I wouldn't be able to finish Elite 3 for the month anyway, so there's just no point of me playing those extra 2 games. You're going to be looking at my team in the background, whatever, you're probably just going to be seeing stuff like my players, my team, and probably you'll see like how many goals Ronaldo and stuff like that. You'll see the stats. So before we get into that main subject, I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to hear me talk about is let me just talk a little bit about the stats over here real quick. As you can see, Ronaldo has 118 goals in 110 games, so I'm extremely happy with how good this guy is. Kane is the exact same thing, 112 goals with 127 games. Honestly speaking, those are amazing stats, nothing to complain about. Eriksen is doing his job in the CM position. I mean, Bell, Coutinho, the rest of the team offensively are not contributing as I would want. Are they bad? No. Are they worth the coins? You got to remember that at this stage of the game, I guess everybody is pretty much worth their value. I mean, a guy like Bell is going for like 100, 120K. I mean, you can't really complain for that kind of money for what you're getting, right? Of course, my untradables, they have no value based on the fact that I didn't pay for them. But I mean, if you had to give a value to them, they're worth every penny. I really think that even, for example, like a guy like Sol, where offensively he doesn't really shine in my style of play, but he does do a good job on the pitch. So is he worth 250, 260K? I would say yes, he's definitely worth that kind of money. Now, is he better than a Vieira? Is he better than a Hullet? No. If you're expecting that type of CM in the midfield, you're not going to get it out of Sol. But is he a good CM? Yes, very good CM. Maybe some people do very good with him offensively. I personally don't feel like I am great with him offensively at all. As you can see, his stats show it off. I mean, 44 games when he has 1 goal. But defensively on the pitch, I feel like he does his job correctly. He is maybe some people say he's a little weak. He's no Hullet or Vieira, that's for sure. But he's not as weak as people make it seem. And for the price that you're paying, you're getting a perfect card. In a way, saying that for 200, whatever it is, 50K, 260K. This card is worth every single penny for it. I mean, at that price for a 92 CM, you can't complain. It's as simple as that. You cannot complain for that kind of price. Okay. So let's look at my formation. And a lot of people ask me, how are you liking? Oh my God, I can't even speak no more. How are you liking the 4-4-2? I'm liking it. I think it's a very good balanced formation. I feel like it gives you everything that you need on a pitch, based on the fact that you have your 4 defenders, you have 4 midfielders that go up and down the pitch, and you have your 2 strikers. Now, I like to play with 2 strikers. Some people like to play with one striker, the solo striker. I personally don't feel like it fits my play style. Do I recommend this formation? Yes, I recommend this formation for whoever that wants to improve in the game and wants to have a more balanced team, but not more balanced team, like a more balanced formation. This is probably the best, one of the best formations you could play out there. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the subject that a lot of people want to hear. Is this guy KURT? He tweets out, "Brilliantly ran a tournament. Shame what's happening on the pitch. Apparently what I've done is worse than match fixing. I do what I want, when I want, and whichever manner I want." This is what he tweets out. So of course, a guy like me, I agree with what he did, based on the fact that the game has been going on for months, and we know that there's game issue that are serious issues, because for a competitive part of the game, this type of gameplay is unacceptable. I'm sorry for the people that still are naive about not believing in certain things that happen in the game, that players get advantage in certain situations. For example, the kickoff. This is probably the best example because a lot of people have seen it, right? And we needed a pro player like this guy to finally, I kind of was waiting for something like this to happen, because I mean, until what point, what was the breaking point of one of these guys and say, fuck it, man, this is just stupid. And it is, because the better player is not always winning over here. And the game is just based too much on bullshit luck and broken mechanic of the game. And a lot of people have also accused me of being jealous of these guys that are finishing top 100 and stuff like that. There's no jealousy here. I'm not stupid. I mean, I've been playing over 1,000 games. I know what I'm seeing. I've been playing FIFA for pretty much all my life, and I know what I'm experiencing. And it's going. Everybody's watching it now live from these pros, the way they're reacting towards it. And some people are calling them babies and all that. They're not babies, man. It's exactly the frustration kicking in. I mean, until what point, like I said, that someone's gonna, you know, what was the breaking point? And finally somebody stood up and said, fuck this shit, and walked away. And is it a bad way for him to do things? Sure, probably it is a bad way. But then again, I mean, somebody had to eventually step up and say, you know what, this is just stupid. And this guy KURT does it. And then there's this guy Spencer that, I'm not even really want to talk about this guy, because I feel like this YouTuber is a complete sellout for EA. He's in good terms from EA and stuff like that. He works for them basically. I'm sure he gets paid whatever it is. So you'll do whatever that looks good for EA, you know. And I clearly don't like this guy. I just don't like the people that I don't mind if you work for EA or whatever, like if you promote their game, because I promote their game myself by making videos on it, right? So I do agree with the game, and I was saying that I want this game to succeed, but I don't kiss ass to show that I'm with them when I'm not with them with a certain thing. If, for example, they wouldn't like me, I honestly don't care, because I honestly don't like their game, what they're doing with it. I feel like all they're doing is creating a game focused on the, you know, money, and that's it. It's just money, 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 money. And okay, you want your money? At least give us a fucking product that makes sense. We'll give you money. But what's so bad about giving us something that we want? Why can't you just give us something that makes sense? Why can't you just give us a good gameplay where RNG doesn't exist no more, or very little of it exists, so you can actually feel like the better player winning the game, instead of always, fuck this. You know, it's impossible that we have thousands, millions of people complaining about the gameplay, that they're getting robbed games in and out, and you're like, oh, it's okay, whatever, it's normal. It's not normal. It's not normal. Then you're going competitive into esports, and your gameplay looks stupid. Other companies, or whatever, other gaming companies that are in competitive mode that are watching this, they're laughing at the game. They're laughing. They say, this is competitive, this is stupid. Could you imagine if League of Legends, for example, one of the biggest esports game, would be based on RNG? Oh, let me see. I'm gonna throw my my spell, whatever they throw, those you know, the tunes, and hopefully it's gonna hit my target. No, it's all based on fucking skill. You know, it's all based on people that are good with their skill shots and all that stuff, you know. Here it's like it's all based on RNG, and a lot of people are like, no, it's not true. Why are the pros going 40-0? Guys, stop believing everything you see on paper, because not everybody's going 40-0. So a lot of these people are cheating to go 40-0. I mean, proof is there. I mean, it's because you guys don't want to believe it, but it's there. And then when these guys go to these events, you start watching these guys play, and these guys are professional players. I mean, these guys they mastered this game. They know exactly how to play this game, and you see the bullshit errors that's happening throughout a game. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, I would say at least half of the games are getting won by RNG. And how is that claiming who's the best FIFA player if you know that there's a matter of luck involved in your gameplay? And I know people want a game like FIFA to be more reality, based on the fact that that's what happens in real life, and any small team could beat a big team. But we don't want that. We want a game where if a guy's playing better than somebody and he deserves to win, 9 out of 10 times he should be winning that game. You know what I mean? The only time that RNG should come into effect is if a game is really close skill-wise, and then maybe somebody has an edge on one little thing, for example. But it was such an even game that, you know, that could happen. But not when something is completely lopsided and RNG is kicking in, and that bullshit happens over and over throughout a game, like this guy, until the point that he got up and said, fuck this. 3 kickoff goals. Seriously, 3 kickoff goals. It's insane. It's insane. It's stupid. And then there was also this other thing that was happening with matchmaking, where these two guys started like just basically passing the ball around the back, and they said nothing about it. Like that was normal to them. Just because they wanted to eliminate a squad. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. I mean, you should be playing. They shouldn't be dragging the ball in the back, just passing the ball, passing time around. That's not gameplay. That's not being competitive. That's just being stupid. I don't agree with that. I see a lot of people, they do it also throughout weekend league. Why? Because they watch the pros do it. And when they see the pro do it, oh, that's the way the game should be played. No, that's not the way the game should be played. That's a pussy play, and that's it. Anyways. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to go into too much details because I feel like I've been to a lot of videos that I complained about a lot of stuff already, and I think for people that know my channel already know the way I feel about certain things about this game, even if I play it as much as I want. And for people that don't understand why I play it, honestly, I honestly don't know what to tell you guys. I said it many times, I play the game because I like football, and it's the only real football game out there to play. You know, I know this PES, I just don't like it. I'd rather play FIFA. And I worked so hard for my team that I kind of want to play with my team, because when you play over 1,000 games, you kind of want to like appreciate your team afterwards. The only difference between me now and then is that I accepted the fact that I probably can't get Elite 3 this year. I'm probably going to have to wait for next year, based on the fact that I just can't overcome some of the stuff that happened throughout this game. And I accept the fact that I'm a Gold 1 player, and it doesn't really make a difference what players I change on my team. I think the only difference that will make is how I feel about playing with my team. But I don't think it's going to change the matter of me getting a better result. I think the better result will really be based on me getting lucky to achieve those extra couple wins to get the 29 win and finally get Elite 3. Anyways, I just want to say I hope everybody had a good week, a good weekend, whatever. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.